All right.
Feeling so tall, I could give a high five to the pilot. Yeah, family tight, I keep small circle like island. Whoa, inbox full of contracts, I signed with a stylist. Yeah, blue faces blowing up like violet. Talk about the things they're gonna say when they see me, and when they see me, they just dap me up and say good to meet me. I keep it going, flowing over this and make it look easy. Easy for me to say I do this every day of the week. I'm eager to be the one they talk about when all said and done with it. I'm the feature that they want, but then they don't when I come with it. I'm a scene, still a seat, filler, blow up the numbers, and I ain't leaving no crumbs, so you know when I'm done with it. I'm a new school vibe with an old soul, oh so great. Stay paid by the boatload, don't go chasing a wave. I'm a rowboat, blow smoke right through the face of the old.
All right, welcome back to another episode of High Risk, High Reward, presented by 10,000 Takes. If you're hearing a different voice, it's because Marlo's currently in the middle of a midlife crisis. He's buying a Great Dane.
Yeah, he bought the biggest fucking dog he could. And he told so he's like, I need you to hop in, for high risk, high reward. I'm like, I'm down for sure. And I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I got to go purchase a dog. And I assumed it'd be like a smaller dog or something. He's like decided to buy the largest fucking animal anyone could own. So that was a little surprising.
Yeah, and he lives in a townhome, so that's not going to end well. If you guys don't know who we are, we're High Risk, High Reward. We basically run the 10K bets page under the 10,000 Takes network. Just a bunch of average dudes giving shitty sports bets. That's all you need to know. We do have a special guest, Boss Man, the one that writes all of our checks. He decided to step in for Marlo. Haven't received a check in a couple months, but
that's all right. I haven't either. I actually have to pay to work here. You guys just be lucky you don't have to contribute money.
So just a quick rundown. We're gonna start with like our typical Minnesota sports recap, just kind of review everything that's happened recently. And trust me, there's been a lot. And then we're officially halfway through the NFL season, so we're gonna hit some future bets and see what the current odds are and where you guys would play, where you put your money, and what you would think there. And then we're gonna bring Bet Roulette back, where we all bring 3 bets and we spin a wheel, and those bets you have to place. And if you're feeling risky, you can parlay them. So let's hop right into it with the Minnesota sports recap. Obviously, have to start with Kirk Cousins. I mean,
hell yeah.
How awesome was that shit?
Oh, it was awesome. I thought no chance they cover that game. I thought when they were down, what was it, 17 to, or what was the score in like the third? 7. Yeah, I thought
it was a 10-point game.
Yeah, 10-point game. There's no chance they cover or even win. And Kirk Chainz, huge pick by the Hitman, coming up big in the second half there. And tough look for the bettors that hit -3.5. I feel sorry for you. My condolences.
Yeah.
But I got him at -3, so I'll take a push. A push is a win.
I had him at -3 on Better Edge as well. It was such a sad push only because I also had Panthers +7.5. I guess coming off them beating the Bucs 2 weeks ago and the Bengals being kind of fraud. So I thought that was a lock. And then I also had Packers -3.5, which that was one of those games where it's like, well, they can't lose this one, right? Like then they fucking lost that. So the fact that out of those 3 games, I just got my money back for the Vikes was actually really crushing. I was hoping they could have pulled out a touchdown there at the end, but I get the field goal.
Well, that did piss me off. I mean, I didn't like the move of running the clock down just because I don't have confidence in Greg Joseph. I'd rather have just scored the fucking touchdown, make Heineke go the field. I didn't like the field. I mean, it ended up working out great. But
I mean, I loved it. I think the big cock seen how many times Zimmer fucked that up and said, we're not running prevent defense. We're not giving them any time.
Right.
So I did add on. I had like a line over under 2 million on his neck. What do you think?
I mean, I'm not a chain guy. I guess I don't know the value, but I mean, if you actually zoom in on the photo of him and you see all the individual diamonds on every little piece of that necklace, like it's believable. I guess it depends on what they're charging for diamonds this day. Of course, I don't know because I can't afford that shit. So
I'm gonna assume like every one of those was at least like, I don't know, 20, 25 grand.
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean,
Derisaw's chain, the original one he wore, the spinning one, I think that one was valued at like 25. So
probably under, but
probably well under, but you never know.
I think I overvalued how much that shit's actually worth. Also, another thing, does Antonio Brown actually have a future in the rap game? Because Kirk Cousins is just singing "Put That Shit On," and that's sung by Antonio. It's taking the league by storm.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I guess people are listening. I always assume that song sucked. I mean, I've never actually listened to it,
No,
but
me neither.
I just assume like Antonio Brown rapping. It just doesn't seem like it was just like a desperation move for him. So I assumed it was bad. But then I heard the team listening to it, and I'm like, okay, like it must be good enough that they're gonna listen to it because it's not like any of those guys probably are like best friends with AB. So
yeah, well, I don't know if anyone could be best friends with him besides Kanye. So and
yeah,
maybe
that's
Kyrie
true.
Irving.
Kyrie Irving too. Throw him in there.
Am I the only one that's sick of all that? Like, I'm just sick of hearing about AB. I'm sick of hearing about Kyrie.
Oh yeah,
Just they're both fucking idiots. Just I don't know.
Kanye
AB,
too. They're absolute lunatics.
AB
So the more we talk about it, the more the attention they get. Like the fact that those guys are trending on Twitter daily is like this is what they wanted. Like they're not trending for good reasons, but any press is good press, I guess.
Yeah, and they're just feeding into it now. I mean, I think it's just a bit for them now. So
yeah,
it's like
well, hopefully. I'm excited to see if we're all going to be in Buffalo this week. So if we actually beat the Bills in Buffalo, that plane is going to crash on the way home.
Yeah. It will. I think they're gonna whatever fuckery they have planned for if they win that game. It's not gonna meet FAA regulations. So
I saw on Twitter someone said Love Boat 2.0 is happening on the way home. If that happens.
yeah, exactly.
We want to roll in to the Minnesota Wild. Since we have Boss Man on, he's a big hockey guy. We're wearing the same shirt, which was not planned.
We are. That was totally not planned.
Weird,
I'm wearing Billy Gamble's.
This is fitting. Like, fuck Drew Doughty. The Kirill cross-check to his chin. Doughty, I mean, he's a rat, right? Like, that's his character, is to get people pissed off. But I did see someone tweet today, like, under one of Russo's posts about the Kirill thing, was like, if we knew Kirill's Venmo, he would have 100K by now. Because I don't know how people actually found Hartman's Venmo. I guess if you just search Ryan-Hartman, that's how people found it. But I think if people would have gotten a hold of Kirill's Venmo, it would have been 5 times as much as that because people don't like Drew Doughty here either. So,
yeah. I was going to say, would you guys agree that the Wild might be the most confusing hockey team to ever exist? Like
right now, yeah.
It doesn't make fucking sense.
They start 0-3, then they go 5-1-1, and now they're 0-2 in their last 2. Crucial game against the Ducks. If they don't win tonight, I mean, this was, I don't know, man. You got Ducks and Sharks. That's usually a clean sweep, but the way we're playing now, I don't know.
Yeah. Right now, we're like 65.4% chance to make the playoffs.
That's not that good.
No, not at all. And then
what are the odds for the game tonight? I'm just curious.
I don't know. I was looking. We're favored. I know that. I think like -1.5 was like +160.
I think one of their first line forwards is out. I read.
Yeah,
I think one of the guys on Zegras' line is out. So that
one thing I did find interesting. Right now we're +325 to win the Central. Would you guys put any action on that? I mean, you have the Avalanche, so that's always hard to get by. But
I'm not a huge hockey guy, but no, I don't.
Yeah,
now. I don't.
I
if
love
it was a
the
little
Wild,
higher,
but,
if it was like in like the 600s or 700s, probably. But
yeah,
I'd be betting like a fan, not like a so-called expert if I did that.
Like Jake does all the time, and then when he loses.
It's so early, man. Like I don't know what's going on. The Blues are awful, which is weird. The Avs are pretty mid, which is also weird. You have the Stars who are just crushing it, which that is what it is. It's very everything's upside down in the Central right now. So the Blackhawks actually aren't completely terrible, which is also weird. So I have no idea. Actually.
I think it's like I don't know what the fuck's happening. It's like every sport is just not the way it should be. Like the NFL is upside down. No one knows what's happening there, and it's just bad football all year. And like if you watched that Wild game last night, that was maybe the worst hockey game on both sides I've ever watched. It was horrible.
Hell of a penalty kill though. I'm pretty sure we killed like 14 minutes in penalties, which was pretty impressive. But we had a shit ton of blocked shots too. But people always point out about the blocked shot stat is like, well, yeah, you block a lot of shots if you never have the puck. So it all kind of adds up to the shit offense right now. But they'll figure it out.
Yeah. Last one I had, this one's near and dear to my heart, and it's going to depress me when it inevitably happens. But does Carlos Correa come back to Minnesota? Derek Falvey had a quote this week saying it's pretty clear to us that he likes us. We like him. If there's a way to find a match, that's going to be something we're going to explore, which tells me he's not coming back. Like,
No.
There's no fun.
Well, he compared the Twins to what's that store? The really high-end fashion store. Like if you go into that store and something costs, you just buy it.
He's just gonna
like that's like the Twins aren't Louis Vuitton. Like you're not coming to the Twins to get that $20,000 handbag. Like we're not,
Yeah, I will say this: the odds that Carlos Correa comes back to Minnesota, it's plus 2,000. Those odds are worse than the Wild winning the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, why would we?
That's how it tells you.
He's seen the ins and out of the organization now. They're not going to make any moves to help pitching. Nothing. I mean,
yeah,
they'll suck again next year.
It's depressing. That's the shitty thing with the Twins is they have money and they just never spend it. Like people try to say they don't have money and it's bullshit.
Well, and how many years does like Arise have on his contract? I mean, it's got to be.
Yeah, he's on too.
He's going to be in the Yankees uniform soon enough.
Yeah, that's the point. Actually, we're just going to.
Although the whole spend as much money as you can thing not working for the Yankees every year is it makes me feel a little better about the poll ads being cheap because the Yankees are the furthest thing from cheap and they still can't do it. So.
Mm-hmm.
Which that's who he's favored to go to right now too is plus.
Yeah, that would. I swear to God, we're like a same league minor league team for the Yankees. Like we prepare people for New York. That's what it feels like.
It's so fucking annoying. So before we roll into our NFL future bets, I just wanted to remind everyone this episode, as always, is presented by the Better Edge app. Better Edge is a legal online social betting marketplace that allows you to basically post and engage with other sports betting fans, place no commission positions in an online marketplace. And the beauty of it is there's no VIG. There's no fee. Better Edge doesn't take any money out of it. And it's basically like you compete against other people. So you can take advantage of horrible bettors like me, Bossman, Renz. We all suck. Unless we don't.
Speak for yourself.
Except for when we don't suck, though. That's the only time. Yeah.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. If you use promo code 10K at betteredge.com, you'll get a free $20 when you sign up. Once again, that's promo code 10K at betteredge.com. All right. So I figured we would, since, like I said before, we are officially halfway through the NFL season, which is depressing as fuck. It just flies by. Figured I'd visit some of these future bets and kind of see where they're at and where you guys would place your money. The first one I'm going to go with is the 2022 regular season MVP award. Favorite is Mahomes plus 200. And then it basically goes Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson, Tua for whatever reason. If you're trying to find Kirk Cousins, he's plus 5,000. Is there any player
Tua above Kirk? Well,
yeah.
Tua's been slinging it.
Gino's been slinging it, but he hasn't played for 2 games. Kirk is consistently, knock on wood, like that guy's an absolute animal. He'll play through anything. I almost thought he broke his ribs on Sunday, and he still got up and played. He was out for 1 play. I think that's the first I've ever seen him do that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they have Geno Smith above Kirk, which is a fucking crime, if you ask me. Is there anyone that sticks out that maybe you would think is a value that you would throw on there or put money on?
So the MVP, it always kind of correlates with how your team does too. I mean, if for some reason, I don't think the Chiefs are going to make it to the AFC Championship game personally, but I mean they're damn good. But they're just a little off this year. If for some reason they get to the Super Bowl, they make a run, I could see Patty Mahomes getting it. If I would probably put my money on Jalen Hurts just because I could see the NFC is so weak. I could see them making a big run and turning that team around. No one thought they were going to be any good, and Jalen Hurts is playing pretty well. So if he can get that Eagles team to the Super Bowl, I don't see how they wouldn't give it to Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, that's kind of the boat I'm on too. Yeah, Hurts seems like just the whole dual threat thing is awesome. It's fun to watch, and they're undefeated.
Hurts is the no-brainer, but I think I would probably throw some money on Kirk just because. I mean,
it's like buying a lottery ticket.
Yeah,
worth a shot.
Yeah, same thing. If we make a run, Kirk's gonna have a good chance of winning it.
Yeah, so I would maybe do it now, like plus 5,000 for a quarterback that week 7-1.
So that means if my math is correct, I'm not very good at it, but you put $10 on it, you win 500.
I believe so. I think that's how that works.
Hell yeah,
that's a decent bet.
That's a good bet.
And it's a homer bet. I mean, it's always something
Right.
to cheer
Yeah,
for,
it's good.
so.
It's good for content. It's like, well, I was just double down on Kirk because I think the Vikings are going to win the Super Bowl. So,
yeah.
Also, let's point out with the Chiefs, going back to them being weird, they did lose to the Indianapolis Colts, who are quite possibly the most laughable franchise in sports right now. So,
True.
People forget that.
Yeah, you're a Colts fan. You're going through some hell right now. You are pretty much a Cleveland Browns fan of the past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you got to remember, though, according to Jim Irsay, the Colts have had one of the most winningest records since 2004. And in the upper quartile of top teams, we're in the top quartile of the upper quartile, which is rare. That's his exact quote. So remember that.
What came out today, like he was talking to Jeff Saturday during the game.
Yeah, so he called Jeff Saturday during the game and was like, "What the fuck is wrong with this O-line?" And I bet Jeff Saturday is like LMAO, like everything.
Like it's like you're hired.
And then what else, dude? I was just getting blown up in all these tweets. I gotta find one more thing. I think Micheletti tweeted it at me that was just absolutely bonkers. I think he came out and said that like the whole Matt Ryan getting benched thing wasn't even real. So to clarify, Saturday said Irsay asked him, "What the hell is wrong with our protection?" No mention of Frank Reich or an interim head coach job. And then there's this whole other story where like they're like Reich said, "Yeah, we're done with what's the Colts record without a number 1 overall pick at QB?"
Can't be good.
No, it's not.
Like Peyton Manning, Andrew Luck, and then everyone else has sucked.
Yeah, it's a disaster, dude. It truly is not a good situation whatsoever. But basically what I was going at was upper management and the coaching staff were on different pages about what the plan with Matt Ryan is. Like one side is saying Sam Ehlinger for the rest of the year. The other side is saying like Matt Ryan as soon as he's healthy. So like clearly the communication was awful. But yeah, dude, I don't even know. I won't make this about the Colts. So I'm done now.
It's such a dumb story though, and it's just a team that you never would have expected it to happen to.
Nope.
But yeah, rolling into the next bet. It's to win the 2023 Super Bowl. Right now the Bills are favored at plus 280, and then you have the Eagles at plus 500, the Chiefs, the Niners, the Ravens, the Cowboys, and then the Vikings. I mean, right now it's hard not to pick the Bills, right? Like until
Bills or Eagles, man.
Yeah.
I like the Eagles, I think, best.
Personally. I think that the 49ers might be the most overrated fucking team ever.
Yes. And the Ravens.
But Cam, Christian McCaffrey.
Did you watch that game on Monday? Oh, yeah. The Ravens suck.
That was gross. Remember, Christian McCaffrey did hit the trifecta, though. Not the bathroom trifecta, but the NFL trifecta, where he threw a pass, caught a pass for a touch, and ran in for all 3 touchdowns. So
that's true. Mm-hmm. That might get them to the NFC Championship game if he keeps doing that. But is there, I mean, besides the Bills and the Eagles, is there a dark horse team that you maybe could see make a run? Also, the fact that the fucking Cowboys are above us is ridiculous.
Yeah. I don't know, the Cooper Rush thing and then the Dak thing. I get it, but yeah, it's so annoying every year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's bad. I don't know. I would stay away from this bet as a whole, just because it's just so top heavy and there's really not that much value.
Watch the fucking Rams win it again or something stupid like that to happen.
Yeah,
like you can never count out these really good teams who don't have the best record because they've been there, they know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Like the Bengals are plus 2,500. They have a horrible O-line, but they can make a run. I mean, they made a run with a shitty O-line last year.
I was gonna say, they did they were in essentially the same spot. So
yeah, but I do have one more. It is just the 2023 AFC conference winner, because we can't do NFC because we would just all pick the Vikings. AFC, obviously, it's between the Bills and the Chiefs, but then they have the Ravens and the Dolphins. I honestly think it's going to be the Bills. I know it's not like flashy, but I don't know. It's fucking hard.
I think it's going to depend on Josh Allen, how his stupid elbow is or whatever. But even without him, tennis elbow. Even without him, I think they're pretty good, and I don't think he's going to be out for a super long period of time. But
I think it's the UCL.
Yeah, isn't it like? Yeah, whatever. Isn't it like Tommy John pretty much?
Pretty much, yeah. Which is not good.
No, like it all depends on how severe it is. And actually, for how quiet they are about it, I think it actually might be bad. So,
Oh wait, really quick, we got a comment from YouTube from Cody Jansen. He's a good old Canadian boy. Taking the Wild team under total 0.5 goals tonight.
Oh, fuck.
Sad, but I kind of like it.
Why?
After last night, actually, you know what? They might have negative goals tonight. They might just take one away that we didn't even get. That actually was more realistic.
They're playing like threes.
If Kirill commits another war crime, according to the NHL, they might just take away a goal that doesn't even exist. Fucking hell, dude.
So yeah, before we get into our last segment of Bet Roulette, we do have one more sponsor.
yeah, hey, today's episode is brought to you by Northern Lids. Northern Lids is a one-man operation who puts an extra emphasis on little details that you want and need to outfit yourself or your team with custom patch hats. I've been a fan of Nick and Northern Lids for quite a while now, and I'm rocking the 10K Caddy skeleton hat. This thing's fire, pretty tight. Hey, and be sure to head over to www.northernlids.com right now and tell them Ren sent you. Give you a good deal.
Hell yeah.
Look at that. Boss man, what kind of hat you rocking?
I got the Kirill one. Apparently, according to the
Fire.
NHL, the prisoner.
the
felon.
communist
I got-
hat.
Yeah, the felon.
Mhm.
I will say, like, not just saying this because they sponsor us, but it's probably the most comfortable hat that I own. And all their designs are sick.
Yep. Agreed. They're super
Shout out.
nice.
Shout
Shout out Cody Jansen. Love
yeah.
the show, fellas.
All
Cody,
right.
we love you too, and the
Yeah.
World Hockey Report. Except for when you guys go after us about the Wild.
And we don't really like Evander Kane. So
We're happy he's okay though.
Yeah.
We're happy he's okay. We'll take that stance.
he almost died last
Fuck him, but I'm happy he's alive.
All right, last segment is Bet Roulette, where we bring the wheel back. Like I said before, each of us brings 3 bets to the line, or to the table, I should say, and we all spin the wheel, and whatever bet lands on, you have to place those 3 bets. We did this last time, and I think I brought 3 shitty bets, and I ended up with all 3 of them. It was great. So I fucked myself. I'll share mine first, just because I already have them on there. I have the Vikings money line against Buffalo. We're going to be there. Why not?
I'm betting that either way. So.
Yeah, one of us has to throw that on there. Last one is the worst bet ever. Rutgers money line against Michigan State.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
We were at that Gopher game, and Rutgers might be the worst football team to ever exist.
But they might be a wagon cam. Look out.
Yeah.
They're pretty awful.
And then my last bet was my bet of the week on it's a bit yesterday. It's Seahawks money line in Germany against Tom Brady and the Buccaneers.
That's right. They're playing in Germany. That's just so fucking random to me.
So random.
It's so weird. I can't wait.
Isn't Giselle from Germany, or where is she from?
That would be hilarious.
That's a great bet if she.
I'll go.
is.
Cam, you're the host. I'll be the producer this time and Google it for you.
Where is she from? Even if she's from anywhere near there, it's like.
I just realized I do not know how to spell her name, but I'm gonna
If
try.
she's from Germany, the Seahawks money line is a mortal lock.
She's Brazilian.
Damn it.
Yep.
Hey, the Nazis went to South America after the war.
They did.
So.
They did. I actually
Kinda.
Yeah.
She might
Hunting
be,
Hitler. It's a show on Hulu. It's a good show.
Kinda. She might be. It is. It's Seahawks money line's a lock. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still a lock. All right, let's go with Renz. What are your 3 bets?
All right. So for thinking Boss Man to come on the show tonight, we got Colts money line this Sunday.
Oh no! Oh no! No! Tell the kids to run away. It's not a safe place.
We had to. It's the least we could do for you for filling in for stupid Marlowe.
That's fine.
Then also, since we'll be at the game this weekend, Vikings Bill, I'm taking the under 43.5 is what it's at right now. I think it probably will go under, especially if Josh Allen's not playing. I think it'll be more of a defensive game, and we'll see. And then finally, I couldn't be a wheel without Tulane -1.5.
I knew this was coming.
Choo choo! The Train, they're 8-1 against the spread. They cannot. I've won so much money.
Tulane Train.
Yeah.
On the spread.
If you're not aware, Renz might be the biggest Tulane fan outside of New Orleans.
They're good. They're like 17th right now in the country. And again, they cover everything. They can't. They're cover trained. They don't not cover.
I will give it to him too. He was a fan at the beginning of the year before that they were ranked. So
that's respect, Renz. That's actual respect that you've been on the train, because I don't even really know where Tulane is. And
I didn't either. The only reason I just randomly saw on Twitter they like posted a video of their uniforms, and I'm like, shit, those things are fucking sweet.
Is that in Arizona?
No,
it's in New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Oh, in New Orleans, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're the Fighting Green Wave. How can you not?
That's
root for the
right. I
Fighting
did
Green
know
Wave?
that. I knew like the mascot, but that's right. The Fighting Green Wave.
And now that they've just made me so much money, I'm a fan for life.
Yeah, at this point, you should probably just go to a game. You need to go to a home game for the bit.
Probably
That's
use
true.
all that high risk, high reward money you have and become a booster for Tulane.
Yeah,
That's true.
there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Makes total
Boss
sense.
man, what are your bets?
Okay, so I got some interesting ones. So Formula One this weekend is in Brazil for the Brazilian Grand Prix. It's one of the 2 remaining races of the year. I have Charles Leclerc under 2.5 seconds for his first pit stop on Saturday's qualifier. And
Wait, how do you spell that?
Charles Leclerc. So it's Charles. So it's like Charles, but his name is not Charles. It's like Charles Leclerc. Shaw. Like I hear the F1 announcers pronounce it differently every time. And then Leclerc. So he's from Monaco. So
Are there any things above any of the letters, like little dashes? I don't know what those are
I'm
called.
not adding that.
No, he's got none of that shit.
Shit,
There might
okay.
be a capital letter in there. I don't know.
Then I don't want him.
I'm really bad at spelling as it is. So
If he doesn't have any Enyes or whatever they are, I don't want him.
And so the joke behind his pit stop specifically is like Ferrari, the team he races for, has hysterically one of like the worst pits at Formula One. Like their strategy, their pit crew, just pisses people off a lot and pisses him off a lot. So that's kind of like a really bad pick to go under 2.7 seconds in the qualifying for his first pit stop. My second one goes to once again Buffalo. Bills Vikes over 43.5.
Here we go.
I say that because I want to see a goddamn shootout. If we're flying all the way to first Detroit and then Buffalo, and then paying all that money to sit there and go through tables and be drunk and whatever, like I want to see a good game. And especially because Cam, we're sitting behind one of the end zones, so we better see some fucking touchdowns.
Yeah, true. We paid enough money for those tickets. We deserve to see some shit.
Yeah.
Also, I think we have to put Cody on a 30-minute ban because I don't know.
F in the chat. Well, no, Cody, I got a World Cup coming up for my third one. This must be the first game of the World Cup. I'm not a big soccer guy, if you can't tell, but Qatar money line plus 152 in the first game on the 20th. The hometown team, by the way, they got home field advantage. And who in the fuck do they play?
What if I told you this is not the first time that the Qatar soccer team has made it onto this bit?
Yep.
I actually am not surprised. I was gonna say like someone else might actually.
It's like, and you know who it was? It was Marlo. It's like it's like he was
literally are him.
reincarnated into you.
Well, they play Ecuador, and the over under is 2.5 as well. But Qatar, the home team, on the money line plus 152. So let's toss that on the wheel.
Are you gonna tune into that game, Jack?
It depends. It'll probably be on at like 2 a.m. I'm guessing, because
in the middle of the desert.
No, 10 a.m. We're good. We can watch that. Okay.
All right. So Jack, since you're the guest, I'll have you determine the draft order.
Let's go age before beauty. Let's go Renz, me, Cam. Sorry.
I'm okay with that. I'm gonna get shafted either way. It usually happens. All right. So for Renz, his first pick is going to be.
Oh,
okay, perfect.
You almost lost. You might as really quick. Have you ever seen that? You ever seen that episode of Family Guy when he like walks into the sports book and just puts down $100?
Yeah.
And they're like, "You want to pick a team?" He's like, "Nope." Like that's what Colts money line would have been. That's what Colts money line is at this point. Like, just give them your money and don't even bet on them. Just give them your money.
It's only fitting for you to get it, Jack, and then who knows? What if it hits? What a ride! What a thrill!
The Saturday effect would feel even better at that point. So
yeah.
I'm kind of hoping for it too.
Saturday effect. All right. Well, Colts money line is going to come right here for Jack.
Please.
Get Rutgers.
Yeah.
I shafted
Son of
you.
a fuck. I love how there's confetti and clapping. Like I'm just. The show is costing me money.
Hey, if that hits, you're up.
If that hits, we're having a fun time in Buffalo, I suppose.
All right, I really hope I get the fixed up one. That's the funniest fucking bet ever. No.
Oh, lucky. Choo-choo.
Tulane wagon. Who do they play?
UCF.
Beautiful. That's a lock. All right.
Also, sorry, I just saw Cody's comment. What's with you guys and the Bears?
Yeah.
You're from Canada. You could like any team you want. And you chose the Chicago Bears.
Renz gets
yes.
I thought we were snake drafting.
Yeah, you're right. That's me. Fuck.
That's Cam. Congrats, dude. Hey, welcome aboard the Saturday train.
No, I deserve this because last week I took Colts money line like a goddamn stupid man.
You did.
Yeah, you're an idiot.
It's funny, dude. Every Sunday, a different person texts me, should I bet on the Colts today? And I respond yes every time because I'm a goddamn homer.
Sabotaging everyone.
Yeah.
All right. Jack's second pick is going to be
God. This is going to be the F1.
Qatar
money line.
Cheddar.
The hometown team, baby.
Yeah.
That's
Bust out the confetti.
What a card.
Look at this. We still
Rutgers
have
money line,
wait, really
Qatar
quick,
money line.
I'm pretty sure alcohol is illegal in that country. I think they're like making an exception for the World Cup, but that country's fucked.
Have you seen the rules for that?
Yeah, everything's illegal. You can't like hold hands or
You can't even look at someone in the eye.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
you're going
it's
straight to
a
jail.
rough spot.
All right, Renz's third pick.
Let's go Vikes money line. Let's do it.
So you have the under.
How is this going to work out now?
You're fucked. You have to place both of them.
You have to bet both. But Marlo or Ren, sorry, you're hedging your bet.
Yeah,
So
pretty much. Well, that's what.
You're either no matter what happens, you're gonna come out on top.
Yeah, no doubt.
I mean, even. Wait, did we fuck this up? No, Renz is up. All right.
Yeah.
He's up again. It scared me.
Viking. All my actions on the Vikes.
All your actions on that one game.
Good thing I'll be there.
Yep. Well, the over, the under, and the money line. That's incredible.
I might as well bet this. I might as well hit the spread. We'll just make it the quadfecta. So.
Yep.
All right, Jack. You deserve the F1 thing.
I do deserve the F1 one, but I want it to go to Yeah, we'll take Leclerc under 2.5.
I'll take
Under 2.5. Ferrari is so laughable. There's no way we're gonna hit that. But
all right, let's recap our bets. Jack, what did you have?
okay, so I should probably write this down. So I have Rutgers money line.
Fire.
Can't even say that with a straight face. I have Qatar money line. And then I have Leclerc under 2.5 seconds on his first pit stop in qualies.
Nice.
And then Renz, what do you got?
I've got the juggernauts of Vikings Bills under 43.5. I have Vikings Bills over 43.5. You almost should do like another wheel where I have to like put more units on one of them or not. I don't know.
Hey, Renz, if you don't want one of those, I'll trade you Rutgers money line for it if trades are authorized.
I'll trade you the over for Chateau Lemieux's
Chateau
pit stop, whatever.
Charlie Barron's pit stop.
Yeah,
Charlie
that
Brown.
one. I'll trade you. We'll talk after. Maybe we'll trade. And Vikings money line. Let's go.
All right. I have Seahawks money line. I should have wrote this down too. Fuck. Tulane -1.5. Does anyone remember what my third bet was?
Seahawks money line.
Oh, Colts money line. How could I forget?
Oh, Colts.
The Saturday.
Seahawks.
Who do they
No,
play?
Seahawks.
They dude, I don't even. Oh, they play the Raiders.
Oh,
that
Raiders.
actually, that might be okay. That one,
That's
the
Saturday
Raiders are pretty
himself.
broken too. So
Yeah, he said it himself. The
Yeah.
Raiders.
Yeah.
Jeff Saturday was talking shit, but that could be like a revenge game situation for the Raiders. So they might come out and just ball.
I'm gonna parlay this shit. Colts money
Yeah,
line.
me too. I don't even think I
Fuck
can.
yeah, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Renz, with the way Better Edge works, you could put out an order for the under and then fulfill your own order for the over.
Yes. Yeah.
That might
The
be your
return
best
on
way of
investment
not
is
losing money in this
fantastic.
situation.
My ROI is fantastic. So
Yeah.
Spread against yourself. All right, boys. Well, thanks for Jack. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks.
Anytime, fellas. I could do this shit all day. I mean, you guys came on the KFAN show back in the summer where we were talking sports betting on F1 and hot dogs. So I'll return the favor.
Hell yeah, we appreciate it. Well, if for everyone that's listening, we plan on doing this. I want to say every Wednesday at 6:30. We're going to try to keep it the same. That way, we kind of get some normalcy to it. But just appreciate everyone coming and take care.
Peace
Yeah,
out,
we'll try to
everyone.
do it regularly if Marlo stops buying fucking
Forgot about that.
bears for his house.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus.
All right, peace.
See ya.